that you should already know how to do, so expanding brackets, and also factorizing expressions by taking out a common factor, okay? So what I want you to do is have a quick go at these 4 questions, expanding, and then have a go at the factorizing ones, okay? I'll give you, there's 8 questions, 8 minutes.
Are you writing everything that's on the board?
Yes.
Oh.
We not do the 8 minutes.
I will give you 10 minutes. And to kind of help you off, to expand brackets, what methods have you used before in the past, or do you remember? Grayson?
I think it's called the rainbow method or something.
Yeah, rainbow method, or
Foil, yeah.
foil, or I like to use, I call it a smiley face. So basically you have to multiply everything inside the bracket by everything else. So x times x.
Sad face.
It's a happy face in a second. Is x times x is x squared. I'll do the next one. 3 times x is, I'll do this one for you. 3x. X times 4 is 4x. And then the last one we have to do is this one times this one, which is 3 times 4. And we can see that this makes a nice little smiley face. So there's his eyes. Those are his ears.
What?
This is his nose.
Oh,
What a bootleg.
yeah. A smell?
Yep. And then this is his mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is why we call it, that's why I call it the smiley face method. Plus 12. And then of course when you get down to this point, we can simplify it. So I've started off the first one, see if you can finish it off. We'll do it, finish it off in a second. What are your like terms, Sona?
3x and 4x.
Good. Remembering that x squared is not the same as x. So I can just add the 3x and 4x together. Okay, and that is it fully expanded. Okay, so that would be our answer. These two things, are they the same or are they different?
Oh,
They're exactly the same, yeah, okay. What is this doing? Yes, Chris?
Is that right for a second? I'm not sure what the signs are.
You're working?
Yeah. No, where it's
Okay, for question 1C, we've got our two brackets multiplied by each other. I've put the lines in to ensure I don't make any silly mistakes. I've got negative 3 times x, which is negative 3x, x times negative 2, which is negative 2x. Negative 3 times negative 2 is?
Negative
Negative 6.
Is positive 6. You need to be aware of that, okay? Now, when I come to simplify this, to collect my like terms, which two things am I combining? Right, negative 3 add negative 2. Negative 3 add negative 2 is, or negative 3 take away 2, is negative 5x. And you can use your calculator to help with this. Okay, so that is what you should get down to. For the last one, A, B, C, D. Again, it's not difficult if you just set it out neatly and carefully. So I've got x times x, again, which is x squared. The next bit, Sona?
2 times -2.
2 times negative, yeah, I can do that. 2 times -2, which is, right, 2 times -2 is -4.
4.
2 times x is plus 2x is, right, so I get plus 2x and take away 2x. What happens to 2x's?
You cancel them out.
Right, they cancel out. 2x take
So
away
it's just
2x
x2 minus
is
4.
0x.
X minus
So I get x squared minus 4. Okay, you must be able to do these, okay? Extremely important. Whoops. Right, what does the word factorize mean?
Put back in brackets.
Put back in brackets. Okay, so if I want to put these back in brackets, just get rid of this. So this is by taking out a common factor.
Oh, you should make like 3 times.
Right, yeah, so what is the common factor of 3x and 12? What's the number that goes into 3x and 12? It's just 3. So I put down my bracket. I think 3 times what is 3x? 1 what? 1x. 3 times what is 12? 4. And it's positive 12, so it has to be positive 4. That is it. Okay, see if you can do the other 3. Other ones. So for x squared plus 5x, what is the common factor of both x squared and 5x? Eliza?
X.
X goes into x squared x number of times, and x goes into 5x 5 times. Okay, x times x is x squared, x times 5 is 5x. For C, what is the common factor of these 3 terms? What number goes into all 3 of them, John? 3. So, yep. What are you forgetting though? Because 3 times x squared is 3x squared. Okay, it has to be 2x squared. 3 2 are 6. Plus
x plus 4.
Good. And remember, you can check these because if it multiplies out correctly, then you've done it right.
Why did you make it? Oh, I see.
Okay.
Nice one.
3 times x is 3x. 3 times 4 is 12. Any questions on those 3? Right. 4. It's no different. Okay. What is common to both of those 2 terms? 3x minus 5. Okay. 3x minus 5 is the common factor. Okay. What did we do? What was the common factor for this one?
X.
And what did we do with the common factor?
Put it on the outside.
Yeah, we put the common factor on the outside. So
Oh.
it's no different. I've said it over and over. So we're going to put the common factor. The common factor is, I'm going to change color. Common factor is 3x minus 5. Okay, and then I need to put down, we open our bracket. 3x minus 5 times what gives me this whole thing? 4x, because what are these 2 things doing to each other? They're just multiplying. 3x minus 5 times what gives me this part? Plus 7. It is now factorized. It's now in brackets.
What if you
did it like the 4x plus 7 is in front, and then the 3x minus 5 is in the back.
Okay, well remind me, what are these two things doing to each other?
Multiplying.
Multiplying.
Yeah.
Does it matter which way around I multiply two numbers?
No.
No, so it doesn't matter which way you write it. Okay. Alright, okay, so let's copy this down. So our title is... Come on.
Oh my god, I could wish you so hard if I could have one big one.
Alright, Grayson.
Wait, it's with an S?
Well, it's depends on the American or British spelling. Okay, now there are 3
Factorizing.
methods. For factorizing. And which depend on the question. So method 1, we have done, or you've done it before. It's what we looked at, and it is the common factor. So we'll do an example with common factor.
Okay, easy.
I'll put up 2 questions, you do them.
Wait, can we do these?
Yep.
No, I'm not
When you get them, put your hand up. When you get them, put your hand up.
Oh, we have to get both of them.
Or when you get the first one, put your hand up. Do the second one with the other hand.
Okay.
Ian, you got an answer for the first one?
Yeah,
What'd you get?
I got 5x, bracket, another x,
Yep.
and then plus 4.
Good. Okay, excellent. Okay, the common factor is 5 and also x, okay? So 5x times x, 5x squared, 5x times 4, 20x. Second one, put your hand up when you got it.
Yeah.
Yep, 7 take away 21y.
Ooh.
Can we put decimal?
No, no.
You could just
Delia?
7
7 goes into both 7 and 21.
times 1
Right.
minus 3y.
All right, there we go. Not as tricky as it looks.
easy one.
All right, so that is our first method, okay? You did that last year, I'm hoping, yes? Okay, I will put some questions on Manage Back for you to practice that. Right, method 2. Now, I call this the splitting the middle term. Method. Now, we use it used when we have an x squared, an x, and a constant. So by constant, I just mean a number. So for example, so we would use this method for this type of question, okay? When you've got an x squared term, when you've got an x term, and when you've got a constant as well, okay? So constant just means a number by itself, okay? Now there's a specific method for doing this that students don't really tend to like very much. But if you get this method down, you will be able to factorize anything that looks like this if you're able to factorize it, okay? So you should really, really try and learn this method. It will make things a lot easier. So for example, I'll work through an example with you. If we have to factorize okay, so this is what we're going to factorize. Now listening, because this is really important, okay? Regardless what you do next year, if you're staying here or not, you will have to be able to do this. Yes? Sorry? No, this is just an example to show you what I'm talking about here in red, okay? So this is what we're actually going to factorize. 2x squared plus 11x plus 11. All right, now the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at this, and we're going to look and see what is the number in front of the x squared. 2. And what is the number at the end?
12.
12, okay? We are going to take those two numbers and we are going to multiply them together. What do we get when we do that? 24, okay? So they multiply to give 24. We next, let me just color this in. So they multiply to give 24. We're going to look at the number in the middle, which is 11. So we're going to have 11, and we're going to write down plus 11. Right, so this is the hardest part of these types of questions, okay? You've got your 24, there's the two numbers, there's a number in front of the x squared and the other number by itself. 2 times 12 is 24. And we've got the number in the middle, which is the 11, yep? Is everybody okay with that? Okay, what we have to do first is find two numbers that multiply to give 24, but add to give 11. Put your hand up when you have found them. Two numbers that multiply to give 24, but add to give 11. Put your hand up when you think you found them, okay? So the easiest way to think about it is try and do the numbers that multiply to give 24 first. It could be. Sometimes it might be, sometimes it might not be.
But it has to be the same.
So the two numbers multiplied together equal 24,
Yep.
but added together equal 11.
Exactly. Two numbers that multiply to give 24, but the same two numbers have to add to give 11.
What?
1 second. Put your hand up once you get it.
And this is certain problem is possible.
Yes.
Are all of them?
No.
Oh.
But the ones I give you will be possible.
Okay.
Now, go through your 24s. Think of the numbers that multiply to give 24. 1 and 24. 2 and whatever. 3 and... Keep going through it until you find out two numbers that multiply to give 24, add to give 11.
This is my first attempt and I got
Oh.
Damon? Right.
Wait.
3 8s are 24. 8 add 3 is?
Also
11.
18.
Alright, once you've got that, that is the hardest bit done, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to take these two numbers and we're going to put them into our equation. But we're going to put them in instead of the 11, because what is 8 plus 3? Right, 8 plus 3 is 11. Okay, so instead of writing 11x, I'm going to write 8x plus 3x. Okay?
I don't like this thing.
Which bit don't you like?
Like just the method too.
Well, you need to make sure you can do it.
Yeah,
Okay?
I can do it. It's just long and boring.
Everybody okay so far?
Yes.
Right, our next step is we're only going to look at this first half. Okay? And this is why the common factor bit is so important. We're going to take out a common factor bit only for this bit. We're going to ignore this part. So what is a common factor for this part? What can I take out as a common factor? Not 2 and 4. I just want a common factor. What number or letter goes
Two.
into both of these? 2 and what else goes into?
X.
Right, 2x. So I can take out a common factor. So 2x times what is 2x squared? 2x times what is 8? And it's positive, so it's positive. Right, now when you do that, you take whatever's in the bracket. What's in the bracket? X plus 4, and I'm going to write it down again. Because these brackets must be the same. All with me?
Yeah.
I now think to myself, if I put a number here, this number times x has to equal what? 3x. And this number times 4 has to equal 12. So what? This number has to be 3. And is it a positive or negative number?
Positive.
Positive. Right, when you've done that, you have pretty much finished the question, because all you do next is you take one of the brackets and you write it down. And it doesn't matter the order because we're multiplying them. And you take whatever is not in the brackets. So what's not in the brackets? And what else?
3.
Plus 2x. Don't forget the plus 3. And we write that down as well. Yeah. And we've now put our equation into 2 brackets. So we are done. Okay? That is it fully factorized. Now the hardest part is finding these numbers. Now again, it doesn't matter which way around you put these numbers in. You will get to the same answer, okay?
I feel like we did this last year.
You may have done it last year. But it's really important. If you follow this method, you will be able to factorize these no problem, okay? And this is what we're going to be working on in the next few days.
Yeah. Third.
I'm not asking.
So this is the most effective way,
Yes.
but it's only for specific types of questions.
Only when you've got an x squared, an x, and a number. Okay? Okay, I want you to do this one for me.
Making sure it works.
Yep. Okay, so I want you to do this one, and it is 3x squared plus 8x plus 12. Yep.
How will you know that these methods?
Well, this method you always use when you've got an x squared, an x, and then a number by itself, okay? So that's kind of what you're looking for. This is one that you're going to try. So you want 2 numbers that multiply. You must write this down, okay? These things, like you need to have this as you're working. Grayson, come on.
Okay.
doesn't make sense.
Oh.
Where's the for this?
I don't think that's possible.
Oh, this method. Hold on.
Oh, I've written the question down wrong. Sorry, folks, I've written this question down wrong. Yeah, sorry. Okay, 3x squared plus 8x plus 4, okay?
Wait, what is it?
It's like that, okay? Plus 4.
Not oh,
Damon?
that changed
Denim?
a lot.
Yeah, so two numbers that multiply to give 12, but add to give the number in the middle.
8, sorry.
Okay, remember, add to give the number in the middle. Okay, let's see, get that written down. Let's see if you can finish this off for tomorrow, please, okay? We need to, yeah, we need to finish this off for tomorrow. Has everybody got it written down?
6 and 2. What? 6 and 2? Yes. Hold up.